you're keen to get that first round of capital. How do you balance? You're all hot and heavy. You want that first round of capital, but you don't want to lose the second. You don't want to block the second round.
The economy's shifting the balance of power back the other way, Nick, to some extent. So the more cash there is in the economy, the less of that opportunistic behaviour we're sort of seeing, because people are saying, well, we've got options here from a funding perspective, so therefore we'll take an investor that is dealing on more balanced terms. And to overlay that, there's actually a lot more of startup and scale up debt happening than historically. Businesses that weren't getting debt funding because of this private debt market and because of this neo-bank market are getting funded where previously they wouldn't have got funded because they wouldn't have had bricks and mortar. So we're seeing founders of startups and early stage scale-ups saying, well, hang on a minute, is there a debt option here? Because an interest rate sub 5% is probably cheaper than the equity I have to give away if I back myself. So we're seeing a lot more of that.
And Gino, in your experience, you've been involved in a number of startups, obviously, and early stage. Is it something where you say, well, we don't have to give equity away, we're going to give you the royal opportunity of some debt in this thing? Are you seeing that?
Yeah, look, we're looking at a lot of deals. I'm seeing a lot of deals where we've got convertible notes going in because we're not 100% sure on the transaction. There's something there, so there's a lot of that going on. But going back to your legal issue, sorry, because I cut out. I'm seeing a lot of these startups aren't getting the right advice legally, and it's coming back to bite them. And you're trying to save costs, and unfortunately, startups start to look at cutting costs in the wrong spots. And the two areas that you just can't afford to do it is having the right accounting advice, but also definitely the right legal advice. Especially when it comes to things like shareholders agreements, fund agreements or debt agreements. If it's not done right, like I said, you could be selling a business for a couple $100 million and you've got to give 15% away.